certainly think are going to be a roadblock to Biden for the next 2 years.
Well, let's talk about one of those candidates, Adam Laxalt, in Nevada, and he is somebody who gets categorized as an election denier to some extent. But Republicans are seen as having a real chance in Nevada. There's a large Latino vote in Nevada, and I know that Republicans have been going for a larger share of that vote. Do you see a real chance to add to your party's coalition?
Yes, Republicans are quite excited about movement in Hispanic voters toward the Republican Party. We've seen it in a few races already this year, and there's just evidence that working class Hispanic voters, like all working class Americans, are moving away from Democrats and moving towards the Democratic Party. Regarding Laxalt specifically, Republicans regard this as the top pickup opportunity. They think Laxalt's running a good campaign. So of everything on the map, this is numero uno, so to speak, for Republicans. Nevada, if they win that one, it can hold serve everywhere else. They'll be home for the majority.
You know, the Pennsylvania campaign has been very personal, of course. John Fetterman, the Democrat, mocked Dr. Oz for much of the summer for a living actually in New Jersey. Dr. Oz has responded by talking about Fetterman's stroke. But let's get to the essence of the job here. Fetterman at least can make a case, although he's been criticized, that he's got experience in government. He's lieutenant governor, he's mayor of the city, he's done various things. He's also been accused of not doing very much, but he has a record. What is the case that Dr. Oz, setting aside the personal issues and where he lives, what is the case that Dr. Oz is prepared to be a member of the United States Senate?
Very simple. The case Republicans will make is that he's prepared to be a check and balance against Joe Biden, who's not overwhelmingly popular in Pennsylvania. And the case against Fetterman Republicans make is that he's just far too liberal, especially on the issue of crime. For the Republicans there, Oz has had persistent image issues since the primary. He was pummeled with attack ads. Over 20 million in the primary spent against him, and so he's been trailing. But the issue that has reeled him in has been crime, and they've been pounding Fetterman on liberal crime policies. I think that raises, at this point, a toss-up. And again, if Republicans hold and can win either Georgia or Nevada, they're home for the majority.
You mentioned one thing, that Joe Biden is not terribly popular in Pennsylvania or anywhere. If it were strictly a referendum on Joe Biden, Democrats might automatically lose. But the former president is in the picture in campaigning in a way that former presidents almost never do. How does that complicate things for your side?
Yeah, he's not terribly popular either, and he has a unique property. He can motivate people to vote for and against whatever it is he's for. So remains to be seen on who's a more potent vote getter or vote turner offer in Pennsylvania. But he does complicate the picture, no question.
Scott Jennings is a Republican strategist. It's always a pleasure talking with you. Thanks so much.
Thanks, Steve. See you.
And now to Los Angeles, where some of the most powerful names in Latino politics are caught in a racist scandal. 3 city council members were caught on a leaked recording talking about the state of Latino political power and saying racist things. A warning, I'm about to repeat some of what was said to convey just how awful it was. The now former president of the Los Angeles City Council, Nury Martinez, she stepped down from that position over this, is heard using the term little darky to describe the black son of a white city council member. She goes on to describe him as an accessory and a, quote, little monkey. The 2 other council